Superstars, how's it going? This is Coach Wood. Hopefully, all is well with you. Today, you're on the move with Coach from the backyard. You're on the move with Coach from the backyard. Obviously, each day we're walking somewhere. This is Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, baby. You're rolling with me, and we're talking football. You're in my backyard today because I've got a little one in the house, and I'm on daddy daycare today. I'm on daddy daycare. So obviously the party's not going to stop. We're going to talk some football, and I'm glad that you guys have joined us. If you have not already, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. Share with all the people you know that love football, okay? So we're going to walk around my backyard today. I'm going to get my steps in, and we're going to talk some football. Is that all right with you? So today on the move with Coach, you guys, the first thing I wanted to talk about was the etiquette for a head coach at a high level, whether it's professional in the NFL, CFL, XFL, whatever it is, or if it's at a high level of college football, D1, D2 football. I consider D2 football a high level of college football. All college football is great football, especially if they're paying for you to play. But D1 and D2, you can get your butt fired. You can transfer. There's a lot going on that makes it a little bit of a higher level. Obviously, Power 4 is like the pros. Even Group of 5 is like the pros today. So I wanted to ask you guys, what is the etiquette? What's the proper etiquette for a head coach? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because recently I heard Antonio Pierce, this is the Raiders head coach, former player, great linebacker in his day. People are questioning some of the things that he's doing. I guess he's replying to people on social media, whether it's his players or I don't know if he's talking back to the media or whatever, but he's liking tweets, he's unfollowing people, he's doing things on social media. So I was wondering if you think that's fine for a head coach at a high level to be on social media, to be interacting with his players, to maybe unfollow certain people on social media. Is it okay with a head coach to go out with his players? To maybe go out and have a beer with his players? What is the proper etiquette, you guys, for a head coach? Is it different for different head coaches? Maybe Antonio Pierce has more leeway. Maybe he should have more grace with the way that he handles his business because he was a former player at a high level. He's a Super Bowl winner, I believe. So, maybe he should have a different set of standards as opposed to most coaches. So you guys tell me what you think is the proper etiquette for a coach if you're a player at a high level. You're a player at a high level. What do you want your coach to resemble? What do you want his etiquette to be? Do you want him to be one of the fellas, or do you want him to be more stoic, more boss-like, more that's the front office or that's the coaching staff and this is the players? Or do you think they should commingle more? Do you think that head coaches should be on social media? So very interested, you guys, to see your opinion on this on the move with Coach. What you guys feel the etiquette of a head coach should be that's coaching at a high level, whether that's college, whether that's pros, what have you. How should they move? How should they move? Are you okay with the way Deion Sanders moves? Obviously, he is a marketing genius. He's a Hall of Fame player, and he may be the greatest athlete of all time, being the only one to play a Major League Baseball game and an NFL football game in the same day. So he may be the greatest athlete of all time. Obviously, there's guys like Bo Jackson, others, Jackie Robinson, that are up there, but you can't argue with prime. So does that give him grace to move a little bit differently as a coach? Or do you think he should move like Dabo Swinney? He should move like Nick Saban? He shouldn't be doing as much marketing. He shouldn't be doing as much sponsorships and advertisement. You guys let me know how you feel. Would you want to play for a coach like Coach Prime? If you're an athlete or a parent of an athlete, are you okay with your son playing for Coach Prime with all of the flash and the antics? All right. So you guys keep me posted, but I thought it was very interesting how they were talking about Antonio Pierce and the things he should not be doing as a head coach. So I want to hear from you guys. Also, please like, subscribe, share this channel with as many people as possible. If you're joining before you go pro for the first time, we talk football every single week. And we actually have a recruiting company as well. And we help kids get to schools across the country. We've got kids playing for big time coaches. All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about, we're at the point in the season, you guys, where we're fielding a lot of calls with Before You Go Pro about athletes who want to transfer to another school, which is totally your prerogative, it's totally your right, but it has to be done the right way, you guys. It has to be done the right way, or you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. And so many athletes have shot themselves in the foot when they're trying to get to a better situation, but they don't do it the right way. So as far as you athletes, and I know I'm coming in somebody's front door right now because we're getting the calls of guys who want to transfer. So it's different at each level. Each level has a little bit of nuance to it. It has some things that you gotta be mindful of. But let's talk about the Division I level. Okay, let's talk about the Division I level where athletes are going to go into portal. They're going to go into portal. First things first, and this is for everybody who's thinking about transferring. That's a personal situation. It's a personal situation. Not everybody needs to know your business. Not everybody needs to know your business, okay? A lot of times we think people have our best interests in mind and we end up sharing personal information and they go tell somebody. They go tell somebody they weren't supposed to tell. And that can affect you as an athlete. If somebody goes and tells your coach that you're leaving, they can cut your funding short on your academic money and your housing money if you're getting money. They can lock you out of the film, the huddle film, where you can't get your resume together. You can't get your huddle film, your highlight film together to go ship off to other schools. So they can lock you out of that. So if you are an athlete that's seriously considering transferring, that is between you and your family or whoever's helping you. You know, we help our athletes with Before You Go Pro find another opportunity. So that is between them, their family, and us. You know, we have athletes currently that we're talking to about transferring. All right. But their coach don't know. Their coach don't know. Their roommate don't know. Their teammates don't know. Okay. So you guys got to be mindful of that. This is business. This is business, and we have to have our poker cards close to our chest, close to our chest. So if you're thinking about transferring, one of the first things that you need to be mindful of is making sure that you're not telling the world that you're transferring. Do not go on social media and say, I'm out of here, until you are officially out of there, okay? And in the perfect world, you want to kind of know where you're going already before you leave, all right? You want to know where you're going before you leave, if possible. At least have some options brewing, okay? This is how it's done. This is how it's done. But do not let anybody know, except the people who need to know, that you're thinking about leaving, okay? Here's the other thing. This is no different than when you were recruited to go to that school in the first place. So what do you mean by that, Coach Wood? I mean that you got to have your package together. Things got to look right. Things got to look right academically, and then you have to have some film. Now, there are some cases where we're able to get athletes to other schools based off of just practice film. but you got to have something, and preferably, you guys, game film, good game film. Because once again, why am I going to choose you who only has practice film when I can choose this other kid from this school in the transfer portal that's got good game film? So you got to have your package right. Some of you guys go off to schools and you're like, Coach, I want to go somewhere else. I want to go big time. But you don't got no game film, or your grades aren't where they need to be. Your grades are going to limit your options if they're not high. So you need to have a business mindset. If you're at a school currently that you think you want to leave, you need to have a business mindset in the classroom. You need to have a business mindset on the football field, on the practice field, in the film room. Business mindset. No mistake socially. We can't get you anywhere if you're messing up socially. All right? They may talk to the coach or know the coach from the school you're leaving. It may be a good friend of the coach at the new school you want to go to. He's probably going to ask him about you. He's probably going to ask him about you. So one, you're not telling the world. Two, you got your package right. All right? Your academic package and your athletic package. And then three, you need to be mindful of the time you're thinking about leaving the school. Now, you can leave in the fall or the spring, and they may limit that soon. But I believe it's always better after the fall. That's when I see the most success for people who want to transfer is after the fall, okay? So keep this in mind. Keep this in mind for you athletes who want to transfer. Also, don't have ideas of grandeur that somewhere else is going to be so much better than where you're at. When I was young, and I've told this story before, I wanted to leave. I went to the University of Colorado. I wanted to leave. I called my dad. I said, get me out of here. My dad's a former football player, so he was able to hear me out. Now, I didn't do the right thing. I was telling everybody that I wanted to leave. You guys can't do that. You can't do that. But my dad said, nope, you started it, you're going to finish it. You started it, you're going to finish it. Now, this was my junior year heading into my senior year, and I probably didn't talk to my dad for about 3 or 4 days after that, but I did it. I finished it. In that senior year, you guys, we won a Big 12 championship at the University of Colorado, 2001. A memory I'll never forget. Brotherhoods I'll never forget. A lot of you guys won't have brotherhoods because you're too busy jumping from school to school. Sometimes it is better to fight it out because it's going to help you better in the long run, and you're going to have more substantial relationships from that university. You can go back to that university. You can get love, support still from that university. So keep that in mind too. If you go from school to school, then where's your love going to come from after football? Which alumni events are you going to go to after football? And people going to really know you. When I go back to the University of Colorado, people really know me. Okay, so keep that in mind. But I stayed. We won a Big 12 championship. And guess what? I met the love of my life. I met my wife. And now we got 4 kids and we have a happy life together. That wouldn't have happened if I would have left. All right? So keep that in mind for you athletes that want to transfer. Some of you guys should stay. Some of you guys should leave. Get some consultation. Do not just make this decision on your own. Keep it quiet and talk to somebody that knows what they're talking about. If you want to reach out to me and tell me your package, your story, what you're thinking, then please reach out to me. Okay? Look at everything in the show notes. If you guys need recruiting support, it's right there in the show notes. BeforeYouGoPro.com. Get the Before You Go Pro book. There's a free audio book. And then also, some of you guys need to get pretty aware and caught up on NIL, on name, image, and likeness, and how you can monetize your name, image, and likeness and make some money. Make some money and save some money, all right? And that's in the show notes as well. So if you guys want to transfer, you guys got to do it the right way. All right, make sure you're doing it the right way. Also, keep in mind, I want to hear from you about what you think a proper head coaching etiquette is. Proper head coaching etiquette in football at the highest level. All right, baby? So please like, subscribe, and share. We got the Locker Room Show on Thursdays. We got a bunch of content coming your way. Excited about the rest of this football season. It's moving fast, baby. It's moving fast, so you got to make your move now. But rock with us Monday through Friday on the move with Coach. You're in my backyard right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.